Okay, Gmotek, I got you here. The world is in recession, the whole planet is burning, USA is sanctioning awful stuff. I think it's our last day on Earth. You know what that means.
Optimus Prime toys!
Yeah, kids want toys, but we don't have money for any big Optimus Prime toys. So Hasbro gave us a bunch of smaller Optimus Primes. The whole franchise over the years had a bunch of like smaller around the deluxe class Optimus Primes. And I ask you to come here to help me talk about them. As you can see on the screen, because you can see the screen. No, I think I didn't turn on the streaming for you. Yeah. Okay, now you can see them.
Oh well.
Okay, so in short, we need to get in the mindset of like a 6-year-old boy. Your father left your family. The mother only has money to buy you one Optimus Prime that's a deluxe class. I searched the TF wiki for everything that's deluxe or DX or something around that price point over the years, and I want you to help me rank them on like how good of a toy there are, how good of a representation of Optimus Prime from that continuity is, and I don't know, this video is kind of a filler since TF Nation is soon, but YouTube won't pay me without hitting up enough money, so yeah. What categories are we making?
I am fine with ranks from S to D. It doesn't really need to change. We could spice it up with, I don't know, another tier that's Duck Doodoo or something.
Okay,
right now.
so let's do it as it's just Prime to Dookie.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So as you can see, some of these are the same molds a few times, but I tried to only choose the cool versions, so it kind of doesn't work with our narrative, because like, oh yeah, for sure, your mom will go and get you a Japan-only promo toy, but maybe we can start from the first thing that we have. It's RTS G2 Laser Optimus. What's your opinion?
Yeah. So it's one figure from this lineup that I actually had in my own hands. I think it's pretty good. I'm a sucker for the design of Optimus in Generation 2, Long-Nosed Truck, My Beloved. I think it was a really good rendition of this design, as the previous one was 1994, was it?
Yeah, actually, no, it was 94, I think, because 96 was Beast Wars.
Over a decade when we got another rendition of this design, and I think it works pretty well. I really like the double tires they gave him. I love the flames, translucent orange windows, and sword. Absolute peak. Articulation was fine as far as I remember.
I think he had his most unique thing was the ball-jointed wrist. They gave him a sword, so it made sense he had a movable wrist to use it properly.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It's a really good toy. My only issue is the non-translucent orange windshield, so it kind of breaks up the whole color. It's a great toy. It's really fun. The transformations are not complex. And I can imagine that if I was a kid and this was my only Optimus Prime, I would be satisfied, because he kind of looks like the guy from the big screen. If you're like, what, 8 in 2000, when was this, 12? Then this is how Optimus should look to you. So I would be mega satisfied with this toy. The sword is an awesome weapon. So what's the agreement? A?
A.
Yeah, he's an A for sure. And from one cool sword Optimus, we go to this.
Yeah,
Silver Knight Optimus was the name of it?
Yeah, Silver Knight. Age of Extinction was this really weird time for Transformers toys. I mean, of course, another big movie, things like that. But the toy line was completely obsessed with this Silver Knight, Silver Armor, or whatever it was called, Optimus Prime variation. I think it was a thing from concept art.
Yeah, I think it's what concept art think.
I don't know. It was pretty cool. Optimus looking like a knight in shiny silver armor is a pretty nice concept, but I don't think it really works as the Dark of the Moon Deluxe mold. The weird accessories don't help. This generic ass sword.
It's not even a generic ass sword. This is the sword of Predaking from G1. But yeah, the truck is okay. It kind of looks like a Pepsi commercial thing. But the robot is awful. The combination of chrome, it's like a G1 shade of blue. The gray is ass as always, and also that full of Cybertron Grimlock shield that he can't even properly hold because it was designed to peg onto a side of your arm, not be held in front. So he just kind of like awkwardly always needs to have his arm positioned directly in front of him.
One positive thing I can say about him, especially his colors, is that I really dig the shade of his clear windows.
Yeah, I can agree with that. If he was like all over this lighter blue, like, you know, he's energized and something like that, then it would be nice.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it just kind of sticks out like he has like frozen nipples or something.
So, pretty mid toy. It doesn't help that he was packed with Grimlock. Much better figure than him. I
would go C.
Yeah, it's not the worst Optimus Prime I have ever seen, but
Next up, we have the grandpa of this size class, the OG Classics Deluxe Optimus, the one with the whirly-barreled motion.
Yeah, so he's a really nostalgic figure for me. I remember watching many reviews on him as a kid. I was thinking, wow, Optimus Prime, but I can't let my nostalgia blind me. He's a really nice toy, but I see some flaws with him after all these years, like the truck being completely
the truck, the proportion of it, and the parts, like, at least they didn't give him a fake chest. The grill, it's real. It's the same part.
I would say that robot mostly works. Yeah, it's a G1 Optimus, maybe with a few weird proportions. I don't know why he looks like he's been squished under a hydraulic press.
Why does he have like a stack of coins on his knees? It's such a weird design decision. Also, like the turbines on his crotch. It's like someone remembered Optimus from belt up, and after that he needed to like guess from foggy memories.
Yeah. Also, the accessories. It was always pretty weird to me. Like, it's not this iconic Ion Blaster or any other gun. It's like this Thompson, Tommy gun-like gang gun.
Okay, so the final elephant in the room. The earlier mentioned whirly-barreled mode. What were they thinking?
The tornado of goodness. I have no idea. I mean, if I have to guess, it was something made purely for the younger audiences. You have your favorite character, Optimus Prime. He's a cool robot. You know, spice him up a little. Give him some gimmicks, and he just... I don't know, I imagine like how he grabs Megatron by his shoulders and says something like, it's time to swirl you around. And he just goes, no.
You know what's ironic? It reminds me of how in Fire in the Sky in G1, Megatron did a similar thing where, you know, he grabbed him by the shoulders, flipped himself over him, then rotated his waist to slam him from the back.
Yeah, I remember that. Now that I think about it, it would be cool to see an Optimus toy, that whirling hand gimmick from the same scene.
Yeah, that would be cool.
He's a pretty cool toy, if I have to say. It's nothing amazing. Definitely not your definitive Optimus Prime you want to have on your shelf with the G1 bots. Come on, he's charming enough.
Okay, so in my opinion, he's charming enough that he goes into B tier, because it's the quintessential. He's the OG, he is what sparked the idea of making a cheapo recession Optimus. So, next thing is Cybertronian animated Optimus. Okay, you may not like it, but I feel this toy is kinda bad. I don't know, maybe I always had bad luck, but for me, all my copies always had the legs really floppy, so he had issues standing. It's like a childhood beef. It was one of my few Transformers toys I had as a kid. It was this and animated Black Arachnia. And I was always pissed off that this is a Cybertronian mode and not an F mode.
I see. I had him as well. I think I had Black Arachnia too, and yeah, I have to agree. I remember that, I guess, a second one when the first one broke or something, and both of them had loose legs. I really like this design. I really like this toy, how it looks like. I think it really nailed the Cybertronian-esque look of an Optimus, especially from animated. I like the accessories. Shield is... it's just the part of the truck mode. I really like the axe. I don't know. He always looked kind of beefy for me. Like his stomach is really like thin, but his shoulders are really wide. And I know animated had its stylization, but Optimus didn't look like that at all. He wasn't this beefy. I really hate to say it, but this toy had so much potential that was pretty wasted, in my opinion.
I would personally put him also in B tier.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up we have the new Train Optimus. So you know anything about this toy? Cause is it even out yet? I think some people already had it, but they didn't see any reviews. So I think we can only go of like the vibes and the design.
Honestly, it's pretty crazy that we're getting Hearts of Steel Optimus after all these years. I mean the official one, because third party made them probably like 100. It's really nice to see Optimus not being a truck for one time. I also think that they pretty much nailed this design. He's pretty nice. He looks kinda too bright in the stock photos.
Yeah, the stock photos make him look really play schoolish, if I can say it.
Yeah. As we could see on the
some convention, the in-hand photos.
As we could see in the in-hand photos, he's not as bright, darkened colors that match his appearance in Hearts of Steel a little more. He looks like a nice toy. I really want to get him. Train Optimus is like it's the coolest thing ever.
Okay, so we all agree that he is cool, but he loses a lot of budget Optimus points by being exclusive. So,
yeah.
So due to that, I feel we need to put him on C tier. He's really good, but the economical state of our world alongside the distribution channels just kneecap him. Okay, next up we have the deluxe Cybertron Ape Optimus, a really cool toy. From what I remember, the whole reason they released this as Optimus Prime, also as Primal, is because it was the 10th anniversary of Beast Wars, and Aaron Archer and Hasbro were scared that if they just release it at Beast Wars, then it won't sell. So just in case, they gave them mechanical details to push it into the Cybertron toy line if needed. I love the brown coloring, it's rather unique, makes it different from the black gorillas that Primal often is.
Yeah,
the cyber key gimmick of the Axon servboard is pretty cool. Nice reference to Transmetal Optimus. This is like outside of its context. It's a nice mold as like an anniversary of Beast Wars, since it has traits of all Optimus Primal forms as a one toy.
Understood.
Oh yeah, also Cybertron Prime was also voiced by Gary Chalk, another homage. We are losing you. And we are back. Sorry, storm is coming, I think. So my web service broke. So yeah, what we were talking about? Yeah, Cybertron Monkey.
It reminds me of this headcanon or theory or whatever that some people from the fandom had. If Optimus Prime, after the end of Transformers Cybertron, starts to be an explorer, and long time after this, he becomes Optimus Primal. And I think it's really funny. So yeah, I would say Cybertron Monkey is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty pricey these days, but when it was released, it was like simply late wave toy. A, I would put it at A.
Alright.
So, Armada Bendemus, also known as STD Convoy in Japan, which stands for Standard Version. So what do you think of this toy?
It's pretty big. The only other Armada Optimus toys were what? The big one that had the whole gear, whole trailer to transform, and McDonald one.
Oh yeah, that one is also big. We need to do a McDonald tier list one day.
Why not?
Depends on the views of this video. Comment below if you want to listen to us talk about McDonald's toys. Because everyone needs an opinion of a white guy and a white chick.
It was really nice to have some posable Armada Optimus. He came with Overrun. Wasn't it the only time you could get him?
I think he wasn't even released as like a booster pack in Japan, so yeah. By the way, poor Overrun. Do you know how much screen time does Armada Overrun have?
Isn't it like a few seconds in the intro?
Yeah, only in Japanese version. I think it's not even like an intro, it's like an eye catch for a few seconds. Overrun connects to him, Optimus does the wacky uppercut, and that's it.
Yeah, they screwed him over in Armada. So Bendemus was pretty good for what he was.
Yeah, I think the only issue with him is that Overrun is made from this like smoky plastic, which it deteriorates over age. A lot of Overruns are these days really fragile, the same as his smokestacks.
But Prime's articulation was really good. The one nitpick I have with him, he has those weird gorilla-like elbows. It's hard to explain in words. He always looks, when you move his elbows, it always looks like he's giving you an uppercut.
I mean, that was the point. That's the gimmick of this toy. But I feel this gimmick also doesn't work really well. Weight of the arms, he more looks like he just kind of does a little jig, a little shuffle.
Aside from that, he was probably the best representation of this design, aside from the super mode.
So he is fun, playable, pretty cheap. Even on the aftermarket, he's like 20 quid complete. I would put him in a It's Just Prime category, because it would be a quintessential toy if you're like... Maybe it's nostalgia speaking through me, because Armada Optimus was one of my first iterations of this character, but I would put him in that spot.
I agree, honestly. He's a really good toy. What's there to say?
Okay, so next up we have the Cybertron Red Echo, where it's basically the same toy, but instead of a minicon, it came with a cyber key, and someone in Vietnam screwed up the assembly instructions, so now his elbows are backwards.
So let's start from the positives. I'm a sucker for black redecos of Optimus. I think any Optimus that isn't only red and blue makes my heart think for some reason. I really like the unique coloration that the Cybertron toys were giving him. This toy is just a worse version of Bendimus.
So in my head, if I were a kid that suddenly opened it up, I tried to read the instructions and notice something is wrong, I would be kinda sad. So I wouldn't be happy with this as a toy. So C tier?
Fine. Alright.
But it's like high C, of course. Next up we have the Deluxe Gmotek Fireburst.
No. He's just Deluxe Gmotek Optimus Prime.
So in my opinion, this toy is shit. His leg transformation is awful. The weapon is supposed to be his Energon axe, but it looks more like a fly swatter. His proportions are weird, and it's whatever this was, but it doesn't even have some funny story to talk about. It's just Optimus from the movies, but bad.
Yeah, this mold is... I think it insults me on the personal level, if I can say that, because I really see how cool toy is there inside. If he was a Voyager, he could be the most perfect representation of this design. But the lower budget, alright, he's a little cute, a little messed up proportions. It's like Optimus was wearing a vest. I don't know, I'm trying to stretch it out a little. He can't even stand
it's a
properly.
Redeco from mold we already talked about. The video is already 8 minutes long, we don't need to stretch it out too much.
I think it's even worse than the Silver Knight, mostly because Silver Knight has this okay sword that works, but the original has this really weird Gmotek weapon, and Gmotek weapon for Deluxes always sucked because they couldn't lock it in place. So, alright, the gimmick of Optimus Prime having his gun and his iconic axe in one weapon is really cool idea, but what's the point if you can lock the axe in the place? I don't understand it. It's really bad.
We know.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up we have the non-super combiner Energon Optimus. I like the cool idea, his proportions are a bit better. It's nice that he had the option to interact with the other side of the toy line, cause all the Autobots could, do the power links mode. But I think this toy is okay. I would love to own him one day, just to check it out.
Yeah, I really like that you can replicate the other modes from the show that the big toy, the Ultra class couldn't do. But the one thing the one negative I can mention is that I think he really stands out without the other toys that can interact with him. I would be in love if this was my Optimus Prime toy as a kid, because I loved Unicron Trilogy. I think that he's kinda boring as a standalone.
True. I forgot we are talking about it in a situation where this is the only toy we are getting.
Yeah, so I don't think he works as standalone Optimus.
He also
If you're
doesn't
collecting-
replicate the stuff from the show. You are right. He isn't the best for our criteria.
I don't know. He's a really good toy. Even if it's a standalone, he's a really good toy. But it's Unicron Trilogy we're talking about here. The main gimmick was to smash them and combine, and I don't think he's the best. But
So,
yeah, he's alright.
C?
Maybe.
I would say C. Next up we have what is this? The War for Cybertron?
War for Cybertron, yeah.
I think he's pretty cool. Love the smooth
Yeah.
alt mode. It's game accurate. Some kids were into that. There is not a lot to say. This is like the 2010s edgy redeco of Optimus Prime. Retool as in the design. Piece of war vibes. I don't know how to say it.
As much as I'm not digging the design all that much, I think the Fall of Cybertron design was better. I really adore this toy for what it is. I remember that he has that I don't know, gimmick, let's say a gimmick, that he can grab his weapon that is stored on his back. So that's cool. I think he's really good. Even as a standalone, it's a really good Optimus Prime toy.
So A?
I would even say S. Yeah,
For
Cybertron
Cybertron
one.
Optimus. I don't like how less smooth he is. The gun is also really weird with this like L shape.
It's a shape that wants to replicate one of the weapons in the game, but I don't really know which one.
Aesthetically, it's, in my opinion, it looks worse than WFC one. It's still a good toy. I'm sure a kid would be happy with it.
For me, the design is better. I really like how buff he is. Well, he's not as buff in the game, of course, but I really like how the design transforms into a toy. He's just much more cheaper looking than his predecessor.
He looks kind of like starved, if I can say it.
He's also much simpler in transformation. I think his legs are mostly hollow, just to, hide his thighs. It's nice, but yeah, his predecessor is much better.
So I would personally go with B.
Yeah.
Next up we have the Generations Multipack Unobtainium Optimus. It has the same positives as the original one, with also the bonus of being nice blue and red, but he loses a lot by being in some like multi-pack.
Colors are nice. I really like the callback for this old Optimus toy from G2. I think the original deco wins by being more Optimus core centered. If I was a little kid and I saw this, I would think that he's, I don't know, maybe Ultra Magnus, a brother of Optimus or something. It doesn't really scream Optimus Prime to me as much as his original counterpart. But it's still a nice mold and a really pretty deco. I'm a sucker for this shade of blue. So
I think it goes into like B?
Maybe B or high C, I would say.
Let's put it into high C. Okay, then we have the Sons of Unicron Optimus, and this was what? San Diego Comic-Con exclusive with a bunch of parts that can go missing. If you're a kid, you're not getting it. It won't keep steady. It also used the Fall of Cybertron mold, so for our criteria, it's rather bad. But
yeah,
it's such a cool idea in like vacuum.
Yeah.
Next up, the thing that goes the rule of cool. We will have the protoform mode later, but the last age release is so cool that I needed to keep it here. So what? A? No comment?
It's a personal one for me, so I want to say a few things because the protoform Optimus is really important to me as a person. I have many nostalgic memories with him. I was maybe a little obsessed with getting this toy. I never had one, so poor me. Main negative aspect I always had with him is that he was just this dull gray. I understand it's a protoform, but come on. The Lost Age version is the aura former of all time.
Agree. From what I remember, this mold was designed in like a week, because Hasbro needed one more toy for the deluxe lineup.
It's incredible how good it looks for a week.
Yeah, it's really nice how it's still a truck, but it's also like a meteor space sperm or something. The gun is really cool. You know what? Let's knock out both versions at the same time. In my opinion, the original protoform goes into B, the Lost Age version goes into A.
Agreed.
Okay.
I would even put the Lost Age version into S, but yeah, he doesn't match up our criteria that much.
Next up, we have the Fast Action Butler. He's here only because we have the criteria of cheapo Optimuses your mom will buy you.
Alright, so yeah, he's cute as hell. I really like his oversized backpack.
I have no words to say. The only thing that goes into my mind when I see this toy is that in the Beast Wars Telemoka dioramas, when they were telling the plotline of the movie and Beast Wars crossover story, they used Fast Action Butlers because they were the only toys that didn't tower the Beast Wars guys.
I always seen him as a cute shorty version of Optimus. Like, he just needs a striped shirt and a cap with propeller. It's adorable to me. I never understood what he has as an accessory. It's like this blast effect that shoots, but also has a little line to get it out. I think he's nice. He's not the best. He's absolutely not your definitive Optimus, but he's just so cute.
Yeah, I think it also goes into B because it's basic, quintessential, cheap Optimus for kids.
If I had this guy as a kid, I mean the original one, I wouldn't mind.
Okay, and next up we have Age of Extinction Titan Battle something. I don't know, I have him here because he was also deluxe, roughly deluxe sized. Bringing him here is like, bringing a knife to a gunfight, and do we even rank him? Because he would be destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say to defend him. Like, the gimmick is funny, I guess. He has
Let me just
another pair
do
of
a little thing
arms
for him. Yeah.
He's not. I mean, he's like a really good desk toy. I think it's like if you're bored enough, you get him in your hands and you do a little jab, and that's all.
No, that's not even a one step. I think the transformation is like kinda complex.
I mean, I'm talking about the sword gimmick. Like, you're just.
Oh, he has a sword gimmick. I know jack shit about this toy. Sorry. Reed 2015 energized super. I feel his wing swords are pretty cool. Optimus in Reed 2015 had like this whole thing of always being a bit on his own missions, so that for sure lets a kid play and pretend like, oh yeah, this is the story when Optimus wasn't on this episode or something. He's also pretty big, unique transformation where they made the cap his shoulders, which, do you think it's a reference to Star Convoy? That's why also he gets like this power up form something?
Maybe.
So yeah, I think he's pretty good. I would put him in B.
Yeah, I have this guy. He's really charming in a way. I really like that he feels like an improvement from his predecessor. Like, the original Warrior was fine. The main problem I had with him were the arms, where he had the almost whole cab of track on it. I really like that they changed it so he only has like this fist guard, and almost whole front of the truck are his shoulders. That really helps him with proportions. His swords are cool, as you said. Yeah, he's a nice Optimus. I think the white deco of this guy looks much better, but
yeah, that's
nice.
why I also brought him here. So, original Warrior C, energized A, blue B. Okay, so next up we have the Deluxe from Prime. The original Orion Pax mode came out only in Japan, and we have the first edition, which was turbo understocked, so it's hard to get. I know jack shit about the Prime toy line because it didn't interest me, so I'm giving over the mic to you. I think my only take is that Orion Pax will be better because it's more widely available. It came with an ARMS Micron.
What there is to say? I think deluxe-sized Prime Optimus is a really cool idea. It's a nice design, this size class, but the execution isn't that good at all, in my opinion. He looks mostly good, he mostly works, but I don't understand why his arms are so long. Arms, they're like his hips, but then he has this really...
Oh yeah, I see it now on the picture. His elbow is on his waistline, and after that he has a whole arm. He kind of looks like there is a bit of his thigh missing.
He looks alright from most angles, but when he stands straight, it really bothers me for some reason. Deco of Orion Pax is also better for me, mostly because he has darker colors and he's more pleasing to look at. The original one is alright.
Okay, so where are we putting him there?
I think that the original one goes on C, maybe high C or something. He's not that bad.
I will plug him like somewhere here. By the way, position in the line doesn't mean anything, at least for me. When we say high C, it means high C, but it's not displayed in the graph, sorry.
Yeah.
And where goes Orion? I feel B, because he's mainline. True, only in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
next up we have... This is Transformers Super DX Read 2001 Car Robots Kabaya kit of Optimus Prime. I'm
sorry, little guy. I'm
sorry. No. He was widely available, cheap, is a super mode. I would put him higher. This is like at least B tier. Come on, what other Optimus toy here comes with a piece of chewing gum or some other candy? Come on. Huh? He is in...
Alright, you got me.
So, like what, B?
Maybe.
Okay, so next up we have Robot Masters, the OG... Well, I always found it really funny that both Takara and Hasbro probably influenced each other in idea of what if we make G1 Optimus Prime, but he's affordable. I love his anime proportions and stylization.
Yeah, he looks like MP1 but shrinked.
Yeah, he looks like MP1 but shrinked down. I would go with B.
I'm fine.
It's the same blueprint, just made for each region.
Yeah, it's really nice how you can see how close yet distant they are.
So next up we have Studio Series Optimus Prime. It for sure gets a lot of points for availability, cause it's A-class deluxe, so everyone is supposed to own one if they want. I hate that he has this piss yellow filter over him. It reminds me of Siege toy line.
Yeah,
he looks cool.
About this piss yellow plastic, I think it's influenced by the concept art. I think Optimus and Orion are not really silver like in the film on the concept art. They're mostly like this. I would like to say rusty, but I don't know. It's like, you know, this tired metal thingy. I think that's what it's supposed to represent. It doesn't look like his movie counterpart where he was like all shiny and silver, but I don't really mind it that much. He gets bonus points for having the axe and the matrix.
I would personally put him into 80.
Agreed. He's a good representation of good design.
Okay, so next up we have the animated deluxe F mode, and this toy pisses me off cause it was only released as a giveaway in a lottery. It's the only clean normal release of Deluxe Class Animated Optimus, and you could only buy it by gambling at a store called Family Mart, I think.
Which is really frustrating because he looks amazing without the battle damage.
Yeah, he's great, but he should go here.
I think he looks a little better than the Voyager.
Agree.
Personally, yeah. Why would you do that?
I'm putting him here. This toy was designed to not be available anywhere. What were they thinking?
Yeah, the battle damaged one, the original deco, would be pretty high here. Maybe B or even A. It was a really good toy.
I don't know, the battle damage versions always like piss me off. Okay, so next up we have Cyberverse Deluxe Optimus. And I reviewed him ages ago and I still keep my opinion. It's a really good toy, he's really fun, really nice accessories, and could really work as like a quintessential Optimus Prime. I would personally put him at like B tier.
Yeah, I honestly agree. I remember that when Cyberverse was still a new thing, I was really pissed that 90% of the toy line were these gimmicky, one-steppy, when the designs were really cool. And deluxe-sized toys really amazed me by how good they were. Optimus isn't an exception. I think he's really good. I would like to obtain him one day. It's a really nice mold.
Agree. So B. F-Spark Deluxe. Okay, so I don't know if he's worse or better. He's missing the blast effect, but fuck it. He has his axe, which he often used in the show from what I remember. And I like that it's a bit smaller handheld axe. I will never forget the scene where he, throws it during the fight with the Seekers peak. I like it's the rounded cab-over long nose track version, cause it's nice to have that track in this friendlier Optimus version, cause most of the time long nose track is either G2 or Bayform as Optimus, which can we get a visual of G2 Optimus's sticker that was on his tanker behind him? What can I say? Armada Optimus wouldn't be proud.
Personally, I think as an Airspark 1, he looks better. I think this mold looks better for the Airspark Optimus than the Cyberverse Optimus. Much more friendly, I think. Many people hate this design, but I don't know, I really dig it. He looks like a friendly uncle.
B.
Yeah.
Okay, so next one is like Toyota FJ Cruiser Optimus. I have zero clue what it is. Gmotek just told me about it yesterday because we were brainstorming the idea for this list.
I have no clue what it was as well.
I need to look it up. The vehicle mode body panels come packaged on the sprue and they then can be clipped onto the core figure? It's like a robot with lights? It was a partner deal. It was purchasing an FJ Cruiser at Japanese Toyota dealership. So you get like a naked Optimus toy. Oh, now I get it. The picture on the left, it's it with the red panels, then the naked version, and then you also have yellow and white variants. Okay, so that's pretty cool. You could have like a nice model kit of a car and all the engine bits under it. Here, I love that the spare wheel becomes an axe. That's cool.
Yeah, I also really like this design. As I said before, Optimus, but being anything but truck is a really cool idea. And I think this alt mode matches him. I think.
Yeah, it's like a family car.
Yeah, he wears it pretty well.
Imagine a Transformers series that's like Brave, and Optimus is stationed at like a family house, and he needs to pretend he's the brand new baby mobile or something.
Yeah, and we could even bring back Kelly from the RID-01.
That would be nice. But yeah, okay, so at first I was shocked, but I like the idea of exchangeable bits. He's pretty cool. The only issue is that your father needed to be Japanese and he needed to buy a car for you to get it, so see?
Yeah.
But this is a proud successor of that one Swerve Deluxe G1 Legacy Optimus. So I think the idea is genius. Like I feel the whole design standpoint behind him is that they made Missing Link Optimus, but they thought people would buy it more if it was cheaper, so they made a budget one. And it's a great toy. I personally don't want it, because I had his wheels melt paint, but I would personally put him in It's Just Prime, because it's a quintessential G1 toy. It can be enjoyed both by like old dudes that want a shard of their childhood or some conversation starter, or a kid who just watched the YouTube series called the whole G1 is now on YouTube and just went Optimus Prime.
As a person that actually have this toy, I must say that yeah, he's amazing. He's packed with accessories for some reason. He has Matrix, 2 blasters, and an axe. 4 accessories. In the big year 2024, I think he was in. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I was amazed by how good he is in both modes. And also he's packed with a ton of articulation. It's just missing link, but more obtainable, more cheap. For me, it's just Prime as well.
It's just Prime. Okay,
Yeah.
next up we have, because you said it as a joke, we have I think it's the newer toy that we talk about, the Deluxe Mix Smasher Optimus Prime. So I'm sorry, little guy. He's here just to make you laugh for a few seconds. Next up we have one Prime Changer Orion Pax. Okay, so it's Orion Pax, but it uses Optimus Prime-like design.
And also, I think on the box it's written Orion Pax / Optimus Prime. So I think he's supposed to be both.
Wild.
The design itself is a weird amalgamate. Like Orion looks a little different than Optimus in this movie. He's shorter. He has smaller chest, things like that. And this toy has the body of Orion Pax with long smokestacks that Optimus had, and with a faceplate he has faceplate on the head of an Orion. So he's like a weird.
It's like an in-between
chimera
stage.
Yeah, it's another toy that I actually own from this list. I think he's fine. He has a low price point. Accessory as an axe is pretty cool.
I love that the axe looks like it's coming out of his palm, with the fingers wrapping around the base.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool detail. He has also a Matrix, so that's cool.
I would personally also put him into It's Just Prime.
Honestly, agreed. I think he's a little better than the Studio Series one, mostly because
He isn't piss-colored.
Yeah, but also I think the kids would want this one more. He's a little.
He's brighter.
His colors are more
window.
vibrant.
The opaque windows make him look less cheap.
It's also nice that he's this weird amalgamate of a design, because you can choose if this is Orion Pax or is this Optimus Prime.
Yeah, for sure. With some imagination, you don't see the difference issue.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's knock off some of the stuff. BotCon, we are not made of money. BotCon Nova Prime, we are not made of money. Japan only Darkseid Optimus, we are not made of money. Universe Bendimus, his elbows are wrong and I feel he's a tad too red. You agree with me on those points?
Yeah, as much as I like all these BotCon toys, as much as they look amazing, I love my wallet. I love my money. I don't want to spend all of these on white Optimus Prime.
Okay, and we ended with the toy that I think carries the legacy of Universe, and we ended off with the toy that I think carries the legacy of Universe Optimus Prime the best. Transformers Generation Studio Series Gamer Edition Optimus Prime Devastation Game Deluxe Class. I think, did I reach enough adjectives that I put behind the name of it so people won't confuse it for other toys? Optimus Prime, toy, Prime, robot, changing, morphing, converting, Prime Optimus.
The fandom was, I don't know how to say it. This toy wasn't this. They weren't happy with how this toy looked, by how small it was. Now people are a little more positive, I think, but I still see some opinions that he's trash or something. I personally can't agree with that because he's just a little guy. he's a nice Optimus for your little kid that wants Optimus Prime, but you know, it's my nitpick with modern generations. Optimus was mostly leader to commander class. Well, we got a Titan recently, so and those toys are pretty pricey. Average kid won't buy commander class or leader or things like that. I think it's really nice that we're getting 2 deluxe Optimuses in a short span, like this generation one, G1 one, G1 one, from Legacy, and now this Devastation one. I think he looks nice. Track is a bit rough, but hey, it carries the legacy of his grandfather.
Even
That also
his
had
stomach is like the grill chest is weirdly popped off like the universe one.
I mean, he actually uses the same part. He doesn't use the fake grill, so that's nice. That's pretty impressive. Proportions are nice. I think he has better proportions than maybe, I don't know, Airfry's leader. He's not as short. I'm not the fan of an axe. I know it's supposed to look like he's swinging it and the energy is flowing. It looks like it's put in motion. I know in Devastation it looks cool. It looked like in Devastation it looked exactly like that when he was swinging it, but it's a toy. I would prefer
it's the
a
same
static
point.
axe.
It's the same point we talked about earlier, where you can't imagine it's not being swung.
Yeah. But
Uh,
overall, I think he's nice. He's pretty cool. I really dig the cell shading on the windows. I thought they were going to, I don't know, maybe not make him all cell shaded, but I thought that he was going to be a little more painted than that. And I'm honestly fine with it, with him not being all that cell shaded. I think cell shading is not that good on every toy. It's complicated, but not cell shaded toy doesn't look that good from every angle. So I'm fine with only the windows being painted like in the Devastation.
yeah, and the windows are removable, or at least on a different sprue, so there's a chance we will get a non-cell shaded version. This figure also gets a bonus point from me since it came out so close to the Studio Series 86 Devastator, and a little Optimus looks pretty nice next to him.
Yeah. Also, he comes with a Matrix, I think.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
does.
it's a standard for modern Optimus toys, but it's still nice to have it. I wouldn't say he's the best from all of these toys, but I really respect him for carrying this weird deluxe Optimus Prime legacy that lasts for nearly 20 years now.
Man, how the time flies. Okay, so
Yeah.
where are we putting him?
I'm conflicted between A or is just Prime.
With him being a deluxe class that's A level, I would also put him in It Just Prime.
Yeah, it's an Optimus that everyone can get. It's just a nice toy.
Okay, so now we are just left with the question, which of these is the most quintessential Optimus out there? Which one, if you could only have one of these forever, which would it be?
Alright, so let's look.
We have the STD Convoy from Armada, War for Cybertron, Legacy G1,
Prime Changers Orion Pax / Optimus Prime.
Prime Changer 1's Orion Pax Optimus, and Studio Series Gamer Edition, I'm not repeating the joke, Optimus Prime.
So every one of these is amazing if its own aspects. Armada design is just an Armada design, it's really good. The War for Cybertron Optimus, I'm marveled by how well engineered he is. Legacy Optimus is a testament for all deluxe Optimus Primes that are there. Orion Pax is pretty cool. He's mostly spot on. I really like how they managed to combine both designs at all, and he doesn't look that weird. And the new Devastation one is just G1 Optimus Prime, like the Samba one, but with cel-shaded windows. He looks really nice. But if I really had to choose only one of them to obtain for the rest of my life, I would choose the Legacy one. It's a small Optimus that carries both the iconic design, has many accessories that are crucial to Optimus Prime, and works really well in both modes.
Well, for me, I think it's nostalgia talking, and I would go with Armada Optimus. I also have a nice story where a friend of mine, Harvey, got me one last year on TF Nation, which I will be on this TF Nation too, if I will edit it in 3 days maybe. But I want to thank you that you talked about all this stuff with me. So
yeah, the legacy of Deluxe Optimuses is pretty long right now. It's a little weird how we associate him with, I don't know, Voyager, maybe now Leader class, but I don't know, it's something charming about having a smaller, more obtainable Optimus. For a character that has this many literations, it's really nice to have something to choose from. Every one of these guys is loved by me in some aspect. Yeah, even the Dark of the Moon one. No, well, maybe just like a warning what not to do when you're where you're doing a Transformer toy. But I think every one of these toy, every single one, has something to itself that cannot be replicated by any other.
So yeah, that was our, I think at around an hour-long discussion about Optimus Primes on a budget. I want to thank you all for watching. Please comment below what's your opinion on these toys. What other characters do you think deserve to have this budget-friendly release every time the world goes to shit? Thank you all for watching. Do like, subscribe, check out my other media. Also check out stuff of my co-host, and bye.